morning and welcome to today's class. Today we are concluding the chapter AC, alternating current, and last topic which we will discuss today, that is the power in a circuit, AC circuit, and also the AC generator. Okay. Although the details of the generator is not in the syllabus, but you have to know what are the components of AC generator. Let us first start with our first topic, that is power in an AC circuit. As the power implies that it is in fact the rate of energy consumed. It is the rate of electrical energy consumed in an AC circuit is called power in an AC circuit. Power in an AC circuit. This is what we have the definition of power. And now you know that in case of DC, what we have, we generally multiply voltage with current. Okay. But you know, in alternating current, the voltage and current both are variable with time. That is, both changes with time in direction as well as magnitude. And therefore, there is only an instantaneous current or instantaneous EMF, and therefore what we can consume, what we can assume for defining an AC, for defining power in AC, we can just say that power in an AC circuit is power in an AC circuit is the product of instantaneous voltage into instantaneous current. That we write B equal to ERMS, sorry, E into I, or we write V into I. EMF is just same as the voltage in AC circuit, and therefore we can have this from this V naught sine omega t into I naught sine omega t minus phi. Always remember, in an AC circuit the speciality is that every time there is always a phase difference between voltage and current, and we are considering let it be phi. The phase difference between them is phi, and that is why we have written this one, that is V naught sine omega t and I naught sine omega t minus phi. Okay, this is the general thing. This can be written like this: half V naught I naught 2 sine omega t sine omega t minus phi. We can have this thing. Why I have taken this? Because here we can very easily have the thing that how we can just assume how we can get the average value. We can just take V naught, sorry, I naught 2 sine omega t into this. You know it well that 2 sine theta, 2 sine a cos a will can be equal to, since 2 sine a cos a can be equal to cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. आपको मालूम है cos a plus b क्या होता है? cos a cos b minus sin a sin b, और ये होता है cos a cos b plus sin a sin b. तो sin sin वाला ऐड हो जाएगा, cos वाला कैंसिल हो जाएगा अगर बीच में माइनस हो. तो if we apply the same formula over here, we get half V naught I naught cos omega t minus this one omega t and minus cos a plus b. When we have this thing, sorry, some confusion was there. We can take this minus this, omega sine of omega t minus 5 cos. And another one cos a plus b omega t plus omega t minus 5. Ultimately, we have half v naught I naught cos 2 omega t minus 5 and here what we have a plus b means here we have sorry omega t cancel out and it is we have only 5 and cos 2 omega t minus 5. Remember, I have deliberately done this in such a confusing order because when you yourself will solve, that you may have such type of problem. Suppose you remember this formula, okay, it's no problem. But after that, we have to put that we have to ensure that the cos is there and cos is also here. And by chance, your mind setup could give you the sign that now it may be sine. Just to avoid that, you just remember this formula and we did like this, okay. And you know, if we determine the average value, the average value of cos 2 omega t minus 5 for the entire AC cycle is always considered to be a 0. It is always considered to be 0, and therefore the average power, the average AC power of the circuit would be equal to half V naught I naught cos 5. Only this much of thing is remain. अगर इतना खाली रह जाता तो इसका मतलब क्या हो जाएगा, ये सब ये वाला पोर्शन जीरो हो गया. Why? We have already seen in the first lecture of AC that is the average value of current in the entire AC cycle is always zero, and in that order that the average value of cos 2 omega t is time dependent. Naturally, it will be depending on zero because whatever is positive half, the same thing is negative half also. Therefore, this portion remains to be zero. Time dependent वाला portion zero हो जाएगा, खाली इतना बचेगा. So this can be written as under root 2 v naught under root 2 I naught cos 5 power average. Okay, and this is your VRMS, root mean square value of voltage. VRMS. This is IRMS, and this is cos 5. This is what we have power average. Okay, always remember, this is very important thing. This cos phi is a factor related to the power, and therefore it is called as power factor. पावर फैक्टर का डिटेल्स जो है सिलेबस के बाहर हो गया न्यू सिलेबस में. तो वी हैव टू नो ओनली दिस cos phi is nothing but it is your power factor. Cos phi is called पावर फैक्टर. तो इस तरीके से हमने देख लिया कि हाउ वी डिटरमाइन this one, that is we determine this one. The average AC is nothing but it is equal to VRMS IRMS into cos phi. And remember, this VRMS is also known as virtual voltage, virtual current into cos phi, and where cos phi is called power factor. Okay, is clear? And remember that there may be many circuits where power consumption or is zero, like the circuits with capacitor only, the circuit with inductor only, where the angle, where the phase difference between voltage and current is 90 degree, तो cos 90 जीरो होता है, तो उन सब सर्किट के लिए पावर इज जीरो. देर इज नो पावर डिसिपेशन, देर इज नो पावर लॉस. रिमेंबर, चोक कॉइल में या कैपेसिटर में, चोक कॉइल मतलब इंडक्टर, इन सब में क्या पावर डिसिपेशन, पावर लॉस क्या होगा, बिल्कुल जीरो. और ऐसे सर्किट में करंट पास करें तो उस करंट को भी हम लोग क्या कहेंगे, वाटलेस करंट, क्योंकि वहाँ पावर ही नहीं है. तो हम लोग को उन सब वो सब चीज नहीं है सिलेबस में. तो हम लोग का जो नेक्स्ट जो देखना है, दैट वी हैव टू डिस्कस द बेसिक थिंग रिगार्डिंग द बेसिक्स ऑफ alternating current generator or AC generator. Okay, let us see. Now we take what is AC generator. AC generator itself is a machine, or it is an arrangement by which we can produce alternating current with the slightest modification of what we call just like moving coil galvanometer type something. But in case of moving coil galvanometer, the coil rotates in between the magnetic field, between the field magnets. But there, always remember, in that case, we have one thing, and that thing is that is the coil is not rotated completely, but it makes some torsion, it makes some angle. But here it's not. The coil is found to rotate completely, and that is why what are the components of AC generator? Let us see. We have field magnet. Mostly we take horseshoe magnet, or sometimes for bigger generator we take electromagnet. This is in fact a coil, or what we call armature. आर्मेचर क्या होता है, एक रेक्टेंगुलर कॉइल है जो कि इंसुलेटेड कॉपर वायर को वाइंड कर, किसके ऊपर वाइंड करते हैं, लैमिनेटेड आयरन कोर. रिमेंबर, when we wind the insulated copper wire on the laminated soft iron core, and that is placed between the between the field magnet, and there is always an axis, or what we call shaft. There is an axis or shaft. We can just, you can see this dotted line is the actual axis of the coil. This is connected to a shaft, that is the axis, or a rigid string, or not string but a rigid rod by which it can be rotated. Okay, this is the general thing. And what are the components of it? What are the components? They are the parts of generator: field magnet, number one. Number two is armature or coil, rectangular coil of large number of turns, of course, that is very important. Larger the number of turns, greater will be the efficiency, greater will be the power generation. Always remember, we have not to wrap just 2 3 turns, 10 turns, 5 no, thousands of turns have to be there with thick copper wire, that is insulated, of course, with that means enameled copper wire. And all those copper wire is not placed in any plastic frame, but it must be wrapped on a soft iron cylinder, and that is also laminated cylinder, so that eddy current, effect of eddy current and all other things can be removed, that can be eradicated. The third point is slip rings. These are slip rings. They are actually coaxial. Remember, they have the common axis, although they are insulated from each other, but their axis is common. Their axis is common. एक ही एक्सिस जैसे होता है, जैसे ये एक एक्सिस है, तो एक स्लिप रिंग ऐसे होगा, इस टाइप का होगा, जो कि इसके चारों तरफ घूम सकता है. दूसरा एक्सिस ऐसे होगा, जो which can also have the similar coaxial thing. You can just assume that suppose this is one slip ring, other slip ring is this one, and they have the common axis. They are coaxial. Coaxial slip rings are there. There's just brass rings होता है, brass rings, which can in fact rotate, which can rotate with the effect of this rotation of shaft, and all because they are all connected to the ends of coil. इस एंड से देखिए ये पी क्यू आर एस इज a rectangular coil, and one end of this coil is connected to slip ring number 2 and other is connected to slip ring number 1. Both the slip rings can slip over carbon brushes. ये carbon brushes दिया B1 B2, तो carbon brushes जब पूरा पूरा घूम जाता है, जैसे ये carbon brush है, ये इसे लेकर पूरा घूम जाए, तो इसके मतलब क्या है कि ये कंप्लीट दोनों साइकिल में करंट देगा, माने पॉजिटिव हाफ साइकिल में करंट देगा, नेगेटिव हाफ साइकिल में करंट देगा. दैट मीन्स it can give the complete rotation, full rotation, that is full cycle of AC can be obtained. And this is the case, main thing. In case of DC dynamo, DC generator, we have split rings. तो split rings में आधा आधे rings होते हैं, ये एक के जगह दूसरे का जगह एक एक string जो है दूसरे का स्थान ले लेता है. So that we can say that in case of DC dynamo or DC generator, there are two split rings. If we split a ring into two parts, and so that one ring can take the place of other and vice versa, and with the effect of which continuity of flow of current takes place in one direction only. But here there are two separate full complete rings, that is why we call it them as slip rings. पूरा complete होता है. Why we call them slip rings? Because they can completely slip over the carbon brushes, B1 and B2. It's very clear. Okay. And now in order to rotate the shaft or the axis of the generator, we sometimes need an additional thing that we call energy source. Energy source to rotate the dynamo. It is also called as AC dynamo. Remember, the another name of AC generator is AC dynamo. तो ये एक एनर्जी सोर्स होता है जो कि हम लोग टर्बाइन के थ्रू या किसी भी तरह से वी कैन यूज टर्बाइन और एनी अदर थिंग और जस्ट एनी बैटरी और एनी अदर थिंग by which this is rotated, that is shaft is rotated. Okay. And in many cases some mechanical device you have seen in home household generator, we have a bigger shaft or some lever type something, we just pull it outwardly, so that with the effect of which this coil could get the rotation, and once it gets full momentum in between the strong field magnets, it could start the generating of electric current. This is what we have the effect of what is the discovery, what is the main thing about the army, what is main thing about the generator, AC generator. Remember, the construction is never asked in the examination, but there may be some schematic diagram. This is a very simple diagram, two-dimensional diagram. You can very easily learn this. Okay. And this is the label diagram. You can see all the parts have been labeled, and therefore some parts of generator you have already written. What are the parts? What we ultimately get, we get an EMF E0 sin omega t, where omega is the angular frequency by which the coil is rotated between the field magnet. Remember, so that the ultimate result will be like this. This is what we have, E naught minus E naught, and this is T. This type of full AC is generated here. That we can say that how AC generator work. For in home also you can prepare a generator. Very simple. You can see I have just made this type of generator here. Here we don't have all the slip rings, split rings, slip rings, and other thing rectangular coil. No, we have not used. We have not used even field magnet, but rather we have taken a rolling cylindrical magnet. You can see a rolling cylindrical magnet, and it is having a common axis, that is our shaft. Okay, and output, in case of output, we place a small LED. You can just see we have used a small LED, and this is just for so this is the in fact fully connected to the shaft. If we use a big rubber band, then it can work, but rubber band is very they are not very unstable. Sometimes they are divided, they are broken. Let us see that how it actually works. I am giving clockwise motion. You can see output gives the light. How could we decide that this is AC? This is not DC. We can give the reverse direction of motion. If I give reverse direction of motion, then also it gives the light. If I give the clockwise motion, anti-clockwise motion like this, it gives light. If I give clockwise motion, then also it gives light. And there is no battery, no other thing, no slip ring, but only here we have taken just reverse order. Instead of rotating the armature in between the pole pieces of of a magnet, horseshoe magnet, we have taken the magnet which is rotated. It is very simple, it is easy to make, and this is the ordinary coiling of around 2000 ton. And this is actually not the field magnet, but this is the armature here. Armature is fixed, but the magnet is rotated, and the shaft is taken from the magnet itself. And since it is a full slip ring type something, and it can give you the idea that how AC generation can be made even in home. You can prepare this. It's very simple. I just tell you that it is just 25 gauge this copper wire. Of course, this is enameled copper wire that you can take from market. This is just a wooden stand that you can make from any carpenter. Even you can do yourself by hammer and other things. And this CD is used just for so. And in case we use a rubber band, big rubber band, then it can even be handled by this. You can even move this, and light could give light, you can get the light. But instead of doing that, I am directly doing this so that you can very easily understand that I actually give rotation to the shaft, and with the effect of which you can see this it is the rolling magnet or the cylindrical magnet which actually moves. You can see three-dimensional view that I am giving rotation to this. It is giving you light, and if I reverse the order, then also it gives the light. In that way, we have completed this chapter, that is alternating current, with all the topics we have covered. And with that, we have completed. And I think next time we will discuss optics, because the entire alternating current has been completed.